Okay, let's start. Hello everyone. Today I will represent you how I'm using actually the AI, Revit, and how it's work together. So this is actually my first presentation about that. So you will be first who can see the what I did in this let's say topic, and how it really helping me in everyday working. So I will start. I will start presentation right now. Give me a second. Just a second. Okay. Is the Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and can you see now my presentation?
Yes.
Right?
Now it's
So,
okay.
nice. So actually, I did this presentation like in 3 days. I'm sorry if there will be some mistakes, but I did my best actually. So today we're going to talk about not only the Revit, we will talk about overall AI and BIM, and of course we will talk about the Revit too. How we can work now without the Revit, I cannot imagine. But if, like few words about me. So I'm working in the like a BIM manager, head of BIM department in speech bureau. I have experience like 10 years in the BIM, and maybe you know I have my own YouTube channels and my own community, which is helping me to get some new idea. Also, I get like 3 months ago the certificate, which is I finished the program Python programming, so which is really helps me to in this way. But it's shortly about me. I don't like talking about me much, so I want to talk mostly about the AI before we will do some practice with that. So what is that AI? Most of you know the AI and know this hyping from past this year, from everywhere, like AI did something, AI created something, and blah blah blah. But most of the people don't using the AI as it's actually planning to create it. AI actually, this is not just something which is will create for you nice thing. AI, it's firstly AI should start learning. Yeah, any AI what you have now in the market, it's learning something from the internet, from the some data. So for the learning the AI, it's need some data. The second thing, what need AI, this is adaptation. What is it adaptation for AI? Because we living in the world where everything around us is specific. So, for example, we are working in, for example, like me, I'm working like an architect. Yeah, I have specific information around the architecture. And I'm sorry, I sitting in the meeting room and someone came in. Okay, and I need information about around architecture. So of course I need some AI which was adapted by architecture. Also the AI needs some reasoning. What does it mean, the reasoning? Uh, it's nice when AI can answer on your, let's say, question. But most powerful thing, if AI understand your reason of this question. So AI should understand not only your question, it should understand what you will ask the next. So after that, the AI also need the autonomy, because if AI can answer on your question without the human on the other side, it means the AI working. It's really smart. It's really nice. And the last thing is interactivity. We are all human. We have a lot of different information around us. It's not a text, it's visual information, sound information, text information, and some sense. And all these things, we should somehow to give it to the AI to get better result. So if we have, for example, all this type of information and we can share all this type of
Sorry, we lost you.
Guys, no,
Yes, now we
it's not
can
hear me.
hear you again. We lost you for a bit. Sorry, we experienced some technical issues. Yeah, okay.
I don't know what's happened. It's okay.
Uh,
I
we
was.
yeah, we lost you for a bit. You could
Okay, I will continue. Sorry,
yeah.
guys. I don't know
Okay,
what's that.
thank you. No
Okay,
worries.
what the next? It's I already finished. Sorry, give me a second. So what I want to say overall, AI, it's not some magic. AI, in as you understand from the, for example, some maybe you read it some books with the some science fiction. Uh, Actually, it's not AI right now we get. It's the smart algorithms. If we have really nice and clear data, the AI will give us nice result. So we should clear our data to give it to AI. AI not will do magic. You should remember always that thing. And what we have right now on the market. On the market, of course, we have like text generators like the ChatGPT, like Google Bard, and other things which can answer on your questions. Of course, we have audio, video, images. I mean AI. It's like the maybe you heard about the Adobe, about DALI, Midjourney, and a lot of the things can create as visual content. And the last things, I really much like the last thing, this is adaptive one. Let's say you are coding something and this AI helping you to code. It's giving to you, for example, it understands your context and giving to you some ideas what you can write the next. I will show you the later how it's working. So we know now about the types, and I already say about the some solutions on the market. So you already heard the ChatGPT, Notion, Mira, Midjourney, Hyper, Veras, and Google Bard. But all this AI, it's not on the market. It's not all the AI. Actually, on the market, you can find more and more, like hundreds different type of the AI, which is available around the internet. You can also define some free versions without any problem. But today I will concentrate only on the one AI. It will be ChatGPT, of course. I much better understand how working the ChatGPT, and I will show you how you can use, for example, in your daily work, let's say. So why ChatGPT? It's as I think, the better way for now. It's not advertising. This is just my opinion. The first thing, the ChatGPT really nice understand your context. So whatever you will write, it always will be analyzed your previous questions. So if even you're asking another thing, totally another thing, ChatGPT will be analyzing all your context to understand what you want from the ChatGPT. Another thing, this is the plugin integration. This is a much powerful thing because this is a thing which is have the synergy between the person, human, and AI. You as a person can write the plugin, which will be analyze the data from the ChatGPT, and the end user will get the clear information by this plugin. We will talk about a bit later. Internet access. A few months ago, the OpenAI, which has created the ChatGPT, giving to access for the ChatGPT to the internet. So it means we always can get relevant data from the internet, and the AI can analyze it. Yes, it's working not so perfectly, but it's already starting to get more and more new relevant information. In-depth data analysis. Uh, for example, you have some code and from the ChatGPT, and you testing this code, it's not working. You asking the ChatGPT to fix it, and on and on. Just time to time, you're doing these things. But in-depth analysis can give to ChatGPT the idea, which is the ChatGPT can test your code by himself. So it will be tested one time by time, till it not will give you the workable result. It's also a nice thing, which is sometimes working, sometimes no. So we should understand the AI just starting their journey. What is that plugin actually? Plugin can give us these abilities. So just I'm showing you all the plugins what I like from the ChatGPT. The Wolfram, maybe most of you don't know what is that Wolfram. Actually, shortly, this is a really powerful thing which can work with the math, geometry, some formulas. It's really nice to understand how working with some math things. Also the speak you understand, this working with the sound. And another thing, this is ask the code. You can see on the number 3, it's here, the ask the code. So what does ask the code doing? It can analyze your code, which is you uploaded to the GitHub. So it means you can write whatever you want, for example, any plugin, just upload to the GitHub, and ChatGPT from that time can analyze your code and giving to you some ideas or maybe some improvements. This is helping to you working not with some lines of the code. These things can help you create the program, which is I already did actually. So code dependent, just much better analyzing your code. And for example, here you can see the diagram. So if you really like the diagrams, you can create diagrams by ChatGPT. CSV data you can also analyze. For example, from the Excel, you can upload your data to the ChatGPT and it will be analyze your data. So, and now it's time to talk much more about the AI and Revit. So I think now we are ready and better understand how the AI working and how we can use it. But before, let me will show you some idea. Let's say you are working in some company. Maybe it's your company, maybe it's your I don't know, employer. Doesn't matter. You're working in company, and some of your contractors also the working with your project. All of them working in Revit, of course, and all of them saving or sending the data to one place. Yeah, we are talking now about Revit, and we're talking about the data. So you can create the program which will be analyze all your data and create any program what you want. For example, the first one, it's here. The first one, it's the main data from your project. Yeah, how many square meters you have, how many, for example, the rooms you there have, and some additional information. Apartment cartography, it means how many types of apartments you have. You also can create this program. Why not? And you can create, for example, clash detection, smart clash detection, which will be analyzed by your program, which is you created by AI. So it's just ideas. But we will go next. How you can actually use the AI? AI you can use with Dynamo. Most of you know the Dynamo have a lot of the nodes, and one important node for us, this is Python script node. So we can we can create the script by AI and import it to the Dynamo. So, and from that time, your Dynamo will start your script in Revit. So you can analyze data, do whatever you want. Also, instead the Dynamo, you can use PyRevit. For this case, you will be use, for example, clear Python code from the ChatGPT, and it will be directly start inside in your program in Revit. I mean, it much faster than just using the Dynamo, but much harder to understand how work is that, because this is actually user library, which is you should understand how it's working. And another thing what I was prefer, this is a Speckle. Speckle helping you collect your data on the internet and get whatever you want from this data and create whatever you want, any type of the program. I will show you today just one of the program, how it's working with the Speckle. So you can see here is the data coming from the Revit file, RVT type. And here, as you can see, that all information from the, just example, all information from our model. If we have information, we can use AI and we can create whatever we want. So if it was so boring, I understand. And now let's make some action. We will create some requests. I already did some requests. I not will do right now in online, but if we will have time when I will finish, we will create some new requests online. So let's say you are working with some company and your company where you're working have really strange or it don't have at all the naming of your files. As you can see the Revit files and it's totally a mess of the naming. It's really hard to understand what is that. And you're thinking, so I should create some type of the naming or system of the naming for the Revit files, but you don't know how to start. You don't have any ideas. So you can ask GPT, create me, as you can see here, I just asking, create me the naming system of the Revit file. And as you can see, it's not bad type of the naming GPT giving to us, like project name, building name, Revit category, and data. So it's not bad. It's not idealistic one, but it's something. You do, as I said before, you don't have any standards, but now you have some standards from the ChatGPT. Let me I will show you another sample. You have a rule, but from your client. So as you can see here, straight rules, what you cannot use, for example, like Cyrillic characters or some special characters you cannot use in your naming. But let's say you are too lazy to understand how you should provide name of your files to follow these rules. You can ask ChatGPT. You just sending this naming, I mean these rules to the ChatGPT and asking, create me a program which is will check name of the my Revit files. And if you will see here, I mean, sorry, I just drawing on my phone. It's really hard here. So if you just look at here, even the ChatGPT already testing the name. Is it correct by these rules or not? And just look at on this side. Here, all this side, it's the rules. Is it passing your naming these rules or not? Simple programs, but it's already something. Let me show you another thing. Here, for example, you can see on the left side, sorry, it's everything on Russian because I didn't have any time to change the names, but I don't think it's a big problem right now. On the left side, you can see the schedule about the materials in walls. So as you can see, it's a lot of different materials, a lot of different walls, and you don't know how to, for example, analyze it, or maybe you're too lazy. You can export your schedule, for example, to CSV file and ask GPT to analyze all data with the prefix B. So as you can see, now it's summarizing first 10 materials with prefix B, and you can see the volume of these all materials, as simple as that. You can create own program, for example, which will be start, which will be used, for example, Dynamo or maybe PyRevit, and it will be use AI to analyze data. I just giving to you idea actually. So it's nice, but what else can do with this data? Let's say you wanna get some graphics, I mean the graph, diagrams, whatever, also with this data. You can ask again the ChatGPT to create all this data. Just export your data to the ChatGPT and ask, create me graphics with the volume of materials, and ta-da, you get it. What else we can do? Let me, as you can see, I'm trying to make the requests more harder from the time to time. And now let's create another thing. So here, as you can see on the left side, my code, which is I asked to create, which is I asked the GPT to create for the Dynamo. Let's look. Actually, now this code working in Dynamo. On the left side here, you can see all the walls inside the project. But on the right side, you can see only the walls with the prefix B, which is actually I asked to use. You can see it here. I just asked the ChatGPT, create me Dynamo script, which is will take walls with the prefix B. And as you can see, it did it, and it did it clear. As you can see here, we have like 23,000 walls. Here we have only 12,000 walls. So it's everything right. What else we can create? So we can select all this code and ask them, I mean the ChatGPT, for example, to create some pop-up message in Dynamo. Why not? I mean the message box. So we get some message box now in Dynamo once you will calculate your walls. Easy. But you don't know how to code. We should understand. You should understand one thing. We now making the situation when you don't know how to code at all. So what next we can do? Now we can ask, for example, ChatGPT, create the code. I mean, not create the code, rewrite the code for the PyRevit. The same code now working in PyRevit. You can see on the right side, it's totally rewrote the code for the PyRevit. And also you can see here some tips from the PyRevit, which is saying to us the PyRevit working much faster than Dynamo. So what next I can show you? Maybe I don't know how in your side, but now I can see a lot of the students, a lot of the people don't know geometry, even in they working, for example, architects. I mean, not know geometry at all. Let's say they already forgot everything. Can the ChatGPT helps with that thing? I think yes. So here's my hand draw, as you can see. ABC, so triangle with the sides ABC, nothing else. Let's ask the ChatGPT to find us. First of all, we will ask the ChatGPT what they see on this screen. And as you can see, I asking what you can see, and it's clearly saying I can see the triangle with ABC sides. And now I'm asking on this side, as you can see, write me formula, calculate the distance between side A and C. And as you can see, it's clear, wrote me formula, which is I can use and calculate these sides. You will say me, so why we need that? It's not about the Revit. I tell you, it's about the Revit, because now we can, for example, create the adaptive family. And if we don't know how to find the distance between 1 and 3, we can ask the ChatGPT find me this distance. And as you can see, here is the Python formula, I mean the Python code, which is already get the sum calculation. So we found our distance on this side. And we can now, for example, use the formula even in Revit to create to create some formula inside a family. Why not? And if you don't believe in this result, so here is the result from the ChatGPT, and here is the result from the Revit. As you can see, it's 5,915 and something, and here it's 5,916. Of course, it's rounding, but it's the same result. So, and now I think we have a time to make some live working. Let me, I will finish my presentation. If you have questions on this stage, you can ask, but I will continue now to live coding. So give me a second. Okay, so you can hear me, right? I'm not alone here.
Sure, yeah, we can hear you very well. And it was very interesting to share these workflows, and I guess it will be even more interesting to see it live. So go ahead with your live demonstration now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So what we're gonna do? Let's say here is my Revit, as you can see, yes, and here's my Dynamo. Where's my Dynamo? Here's my Dynamo. If you don't believe, like I did it everything in Dynamo. So we can, for example, right now change the result. For example, I will delete this code. Sorry, I'm using the actually, as you can see, remote desktop, and sometimes it will be a bit not well working. So let me, I will ask to create, for example, create Dynamo script for Revit. Let's say we'll select. Let's do some simple things. I understand you want some. Give me a second. I need to start my VPN, so I will reconnect faster. I'm here. Sorry guys, because I need VPN to use it. So okay, so we can now ask the ChatGPT about that. Create Dynamo script. All walls in project. But as I said before, ChatGPT, yeah, like all the other AI, it's a really clever, it's a really smart, but sometimes you should help them to achieve a result. For example, Dynamo not using the Python, Dynamo using the Iron Python. So we should say, don't forget Dynamo using Iron Python. It will help us, for example, to get a much clearer result from the first asking of this solution. And as you can see, it's like open Dynamo, create new script, blah, blah, blah. It's really guiding you to create the node Python PyScript. And here's the code, as you can see. So just give us a few seconds. So our code is finished. Let me, I will copy it, I will back, and I will do as GPT chat said to me. So I need the Python. Where is my Python? Oh, sorry, Python. Oh my God. So here's my Python script, as you can see, and let me, I will place it here. Okay, I will delete this one, I don't need it. And let me, I will delete all of them. We also don't need it. We will use only one. This one also delete. Okay, let me, I will open, and as you can see here, I don't have anything. I will just clear straight away. I will select everything. I will copy what the ChatGPT giving to me, and I will save my changes. And let me, I will start this project. I started I started already the script, and let's see what the script give it to us. All walls actually. So as you can see. And you can see how it's really fast working. 23,000 volts I just selected in a few seconds. Because we now working with a Revit API. If we look here inside, we're working with a Revit API. It's here. And we can get all the data directly. So it's also making our code really fast. So let me, I will now improve our task. For example, let me, I will select some wall. I need to actually select some wall. I will select it. I need some specific data, first of all. Oh, it will take time. Oh no, it's fast. Just a few seconds. I just need actually some parameters. I want to show you some parameters, and after that we will make the new task for the ChatGPT. For example, let's say we need the walls more than 5 square meters. Area. So, for example, filter filter me all walls with more than 5 square meter area. The name of parameter, because I'm using the Russian version of the Revit. The area is calling the not area, it's calling the another thing, another word, but actually the idea is same. I just trying to help to ChatGPT to understand, for example, my case better. So, and now it's starting to write the script, as you can see. It's really taking like few seconds to understand what you need. But sometimes, of course, it's the result, it's not clear. As you can see, it's already created the issue with the 5 square meter. And as you can see, it's using the lookup parameter, which is I'm using the in my Revit. If you are using the English version, of course, here will be just area. And as you can see, here's our code, it's done. Let me, I will copy this code and I will change this code. I will just copy, paste, save, and let's see, is it working or not? Let me will start, and it's working again. Actually, I was also the surprised because when you're working with AI and if something working from the first time, it's really surprising me. And as you can see, we get all these walls. We can check actually all these walls. Let me, I will use the get parameter. Get parameter. I want to use actually not get parameter because I know then we have some special node with the to set parameter. Give me a second. Where is this parameter? Set parameter by name. So here parameters. I want to just check is it everything what as we want or not. So maybe ChatGPT was mistaken. Who knows? So here's now our parameters. We can check all our parameters. Let me, I will open up it. They're like 40. Oh, I hope it's not crashed. Where is my dynamo here? It's here. And let me, I will find this area. I want to just check, is it everything right or not? Oh my God, how it make more slowly. Yeah, everything right. As you can see, more than 5 square meter. Awesome. So it's working. And now after that, we can do more and more things. For example, you need 5 square meter. Maybe you want to change the name or something like that. For example, we have the naming of our walls and we have to, for example, change the naming. You also can create the program. You can ask the chat GPT to change it. For example, let me, I will try now what I can do. Actually, I don't have any ideas. Maybe you have guys ideas and we can try some simple things, which is not will take a lot of the time. We can, for example, we can ask, okay, we can do like this. Give me back, give me back walls only in level 3. It's really hard because I should first check how the level it's calling in my case, because level, for example, you can change the name of the level as you know if you're working in Revit, and sometimes it not will be like level 3. It maybe have another name. For example, here is, as you can see, oh yeah, it's a really different name. Give me a second. I will select another wall. Why, you can ask why it's really working slow. Actually, I'm showing you everything in a really huge project. It's like thousands square meters, and that's why it's really working not well. but I want to show you how powerful can be, for example, using the Python script with the AI to achieve your results. Give me a second. Here's the wall, and I want to check. Okay, I know now how to call the levels. Level 3, which has the name like this. And now it will be changed Python script, and we will see how it's working. So here's writing our code. By the way, all this code you can, of course, not writing only for example, for Dynamo. I just showing to you the example. You can directly ask, for example, for PyRevit. As I know, you already know what is that PyRevit and how to use it, and you can, for example, not writing the Dynamo, write me for Dynamo. You can ask like write me for the Revit. Oh, I mean PyRevit. Just a second, done. So here's the string, as you can see already here. And let me, I will just replace this code. Replace, and maybe we will get from the first time. It's level, it's not found. It can be like this, actually. It can be, but I don't believe on that. Let me, I will change level 3 to the level 58, 59, because I know exactly we have the walls on the this level. Let me will do like this. Oh, and we found it. So now I understand it's really working and it's really filtering all your walls. So it's, of course, the filtering you can use any another. I mean the programs like droots or maybe the even the Revit one, I mean the filtering, or you can create the schedule. It's not something incredible, which is I'm doing right now, but you do it without any knowledge. So I just was asked, create me something, and as you can see, ChatGPT can do for you some really workable code. So we're done with that. I not will spend now your time for this thing. So, and now I will show you some another thing. For example, here is the, as I was talk about it before, the speckle. Let me, I will show you the some model in speckle. Where is that? Give me a second. Actually, you should understand speckle. It's actually some collecting your data. It's nothing much than what I said. You can export your, for example, model to the speckle, like I did from the Revit. Let me, I will open some model. You know this model, this standard model from the Revit. It's like the sample project. Here is our model, as you can see, and all information here we have, for example, if I will select this wall, I can see all information what we have inside of this wall. If you think that's it, no. Under the parameters, you will find more and more parameters, what we have inside the model. As you understand, we can, for example, we can actually create some program by AI, which will work with all this data. So you can go back, for example, to the Revit. I will close Dynamo. We don't need it right now. You can go to the Revit. You can use, for example, the plugin, which is here, Speckle. You can send your model, and after that, it's like the database. You can work with all information from this model. You don't need, for example, use the Revit for the analyze your data. You can send somewhere and work without the problem. For example, here I have my model, as you can see. Let me, I will show you the much bigger model, because this is a small. I don't like when it's small, the model. Oh, okay, let me, I will show you the big one. Okay, here we have the model. We have two sections. I mean, for example, this is section 1. Let me, I will open to show you. Here now inside in the speckle, I have only the rooms because I want to calculate only data from the rooms. It's, for example, my goal, as you can see. All the rooms we have here, all the rooms was exported from the Revit. So, and I can, for example, now work with this data. So what I can do, I already wrote the program. Where's my PyCharm? So here is my PyCharm, and you can see it, Speckle and AI, the name of the program. Let me I will start this program. And for example, what I wanna get from this model. Actually, all this program I was write by AI without anything, only AI. I didn't wrote here any line of the code by myself. Only AI was wrote all this code. If you wanna know how I did it, you can check, for example, my blog. I don't know, maybe I will share later on, and you will see my journey how I did it. I will start from the scratch, as you can see, and after that I was asking the idea how to do that, and just like step by step, I created from this small of the piece of the code, I created this huge one, which as you can see on right now on your screen, with a lot of different modules. And now what this code can do? For example, this code now can analyze the data, which is I send it from the Revit to the Speckle, and this, as I said before, Speckle I'm using like database, and now I can, for example, get some information like file name, like a room, numbers of the rooms, and on and on. So actually, of course, this all information what you can see right now, this is my case. I need this information. For your case, it maybe will be another information. It's possible. Why not? I need to check the rooms. That's why I'm working only with the rooms. You need to check all the model. You will be check all the model filtering, for example, some walls and other things. And you can see here what? You can see, for example, summary of how many rooms I have in all project. And here's the type of the rooms, what I have in my project. So as you can see, I spent really few seconds. I don't need even open the Revit, but I checked, give me a second. I checked 6 models, like 1 section, 5 section, 2 section. Here, sorry, it's not on the line, but all the section already was checked. What I can do else? Maybe you know this problem. Sometimes the Revit have the problem with the rounding. When you wanna, for example, calculate the rooms, some the customer, some the clients want to get the number after float like 2 numbers, but Revit cannot really clear calculate float numbers. And if you have the small project, you will get, for example, the difference between 0.1 millimeter and 0.4 millimeter. So it's not a big mistake. But when you have a huge project, it can be 2 meters, 5 meters, and even more. As you understand, 1 square meters right now, the price is really huge. And I was right again by AI, the program, which is checking the rooms between the Revit data and between the rounding the data. I mean, how many square meter we have in each room. So right now, as you can see, it's checking all the data from the Revit models, which is I will send to the Speckle. Just a second. And as you can see, not any big problem. So actually not any problem I found it. It's really nice because I no need go to back, where's my Revit? I no need go back to the Revit. I no need open each file. I no need open the each schedule and checking my data. I can do it directly in the Speckle. So why I'm showing you Speckle and why I'm telling you about it? Because when you're working in Revit, you can, if your project not big one, you can create any script by AI with Dynamo, for example. You can use Dynamo, you can import your script, and it will be working perfectly. When you're working with a bit bigger project, it will be nice if you will use the PyRevit. But when you're working with huge projects, you need somewhere store your data. So it can be your own database, or maybe like I'm using the Speckle. And for that side, you need, for example, you can use, the AI to create some data there. Let me will show you some in-the-end thing, what I created in my company also by AI. We created, it's working actually it's also working on the speckle, on the background, but taking the data from the background, and by one click, I can get all the information about the project, as you can see, without any big problem, by any type of the room, as you can see. So here is for example, the average square meter of this type of the room, the studio. Here I get how many the rooms I have the studios in this section, and blah blah blah, a lot of different information. It also was wrote by AI, as I showing to you before. Okay, I need a bit water, and maybe any questions on this stage.
Sure, take your time. Thank you for these very interesting insights. In fact, there was a question here in the chat. Can you directly see the chat, or you want me to read it for you?
It's okay, it's okay. I can read the chat. Give me a second. Where's my chat? Here, chat. Bing and no, I didn't. I didn't use the Bing. You mean the Bing like AI, or I didn't hear like Bing have own AI. They're using actually Microsoft working with on Open AI. So the Bing using actually the Open AI equal ChatGPT, but much lighter version. So yeah, as I remember, the Bing using the OpenAI.
Okay,
So
thank
if,
you.
for example, when we're working with the OpenAI, they have the different, as you can see here, the two types of the AI which is you can use in one time. You can use, of course, GPT-4, which is much cleverer, much faster, much smarter than previous one, but it's much slower. It can be work with anything, but it's really working slow. And we have, for example, ChatGPT, which is 3.5. It's working really fast with huge amount the data, but it's not so correct as the ChatGPT 4. And as I remember, the Bing using the 3.5 because a lot of the users and you need somehow analyze a lot of the data in one, for example, in 1 second. Okay, yeah, and also the thing you go to the plugin, which is I already showing to you. I didn't say about the plugins, sorry, give me a second. Here we have the plugins, as you can see, in ChatGPT. We can go to the plugins, and I was saying about the Ask Code. Here you can see Ask Code. And let me, I will show you the PyRevit GitHub here. As you can see, we have the PyRevit library on the GitHub. This is actually, as you can see, this is new one. It's updating time to time, but you don't know how to use it at all. The PyRevit. You can easily copy this this address, go back to the ChatGPT and ask, can you help me? Some silly question, but just let's say we don't know at all. So, and as you can see, now Ask the Code starting analyzing the code from the GitHub. And now it will be back from the relevant information from this plugin, not from the some internet data what they found it in the some let's say not on the GitHub. Now it's directly going to the GitHub and getting the information from there. And now you can see all information about the GitHub, even the website, documentation, blah blah blah, a lot of the different things. We can ask more specific thing. For example, is it provide telemetry? This is actually the special things in the PyRevit, which is taking the data from each user. And as you can see, telemetry, there is the several files, as you can see. It was founded. And it's writing for us some guidelines, even the road where you can find it. It's really nice. You can ask more specific things. For example, I don't know, like create me some code by using this library, and it will be created. So it will finish, and I will ask another question, which is will help us to much better understand how the working as the code. So yeah, thank you so much. We really understand, and now right. So again, some not clear question, but as you can see, the ChatGPT trying to help us and create some idea for us. And as you can see, here is the code. So now from this stage, you can copy this code, test it inside in Revit, and if you will get some bugs or some error message, you can copy error message back to the ChatGPT. And as I said before, the ChatGPT will be analyzing the previous answer and your new case and will try to change it. For example, I don't know it will be work or not, but let's say it's not working, for example, and we will say, sorry, it's not working. And now the ChatGPT will be analyzing the previous answer, now knew our case, and will try to write the code because he understands, okay, by this way it's not working. Let me will try from another way to make it to achieve the results, some result. And as you can see, it's now not giving to us back clear code. It's saying like, oh, can you give me some more information about this problem? So, and if, for example, you have this information, error message, let's say, it will help us to change this code. Sorry, I forgot about that, but it's a really powerful thing, as I said, using the plugins. Even I will show you one more plugin, which is I really like. For example, diagrams here. I really like diagrams, how it's created. Create. Let's say, I don't know. Some simple question like be managed by positions, like let's say what they will do. And he trying to create, of course, as you can see inside, to create a diagram, because on the back side it's still working with some program languages, and the back giving to you, you can see the result. We can see diagram like this, and as you can see, here is BIM manager, here is the BIM coordinator. Of course, sometimes it's really working not well. Sometimes it's a result, it's really garbage, but most of the time the result is really clear and can be useful. And you can just copy now this diagram and use in your presentation even. Or you can ask some strange things. For example, why I really like the ChatGPT, because it can do really some incredible things. Give me a second. I will switch it off my how to say my diagrams. I will go to the dispositions. Let me will use the number 4, and let me will say, let's analyze some data. Okay, that will be much interesting. Maybe I have some data. I have, for example, as you can see here, data. Let me, I will try. This is txt file. Can you analyze file. As you can see, I'm doing even this misspelling, but the ChatGPT doesn't care about that. It's clearly understand what you want. So, and are you interested? Yes. Oh, even now it's giving to you some calculations. And now, as you can see, it's starting searching some ideas to achieve my task. So we already get something. As you can see, it's already understand here the families, here the types, materials, and on and on. And as you can see, the type of the materials understand. I just sent txt file from the Revit, and it already can analyze it. Specify what exactly you need. Okay, I need. Let's say what we need. Filter by type. Again, some not clear question, but still, from the context, it's trying to understand what you want. Let me will finish with these things. If not, will take a lot of the time. Okay, here is, as you can see, it's going to analyze what the type we have. And as I said, this is when it's analyzing, it means what he wrote here. It's again going back like answer to the ChatGPT, and it's again analyzing all the information what we have here in chat. It seems the issue parsing, blah, 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 as you can see. And sometimes it's error, as you can see. It sometimes can be like this. And as you can see, what we have inside, we have the Python script actually. It's opening our txt file, analyzing our txt file, and it was error here. It didn't finish, but we can, of course, like try it again, but it will take a lot of the time again. So if I will say try again, it also will go by this way and will spend a lot of the time. Okay. Oh, here questions. Advice learning the programming. Okay, if you want to learn the programming for example, for the, let's say, if you are writing the Dynamo, it means equal the Revit. If you want to know how to coding with the Revit, let's say, I recommend you go to the Eric Fritz, I think. Yeah, and yeah, here to him. Give me a second. Where's the? Let me, I will show you. And he have the own. Give me a second. He have the own course, which will help you to understand. Yeah, you just write his name, and you will find his own course, which is really perfect. He trying to teach you how to use, for example, the Revit API. It will be awesome. So, and I think it will be help you. Okay, so guys, for now, I think I already saying a lot of different information. Now it's, I think, time for the questions, and we can already finish after that.
Thank you very much for all these examples. They were really interesting, and from what we could see there, I believe that most of the time the result that the AI tools are generating couldn't be used directly, but they could be really nice ground from where to start developing. And even sometimes you share that the code could be used right away, so that's really nice.
Thank you. Just trying something. If you want to use, for example, directly AI, we already have some bunches of AI which is working inside in Revit, but they working actually with the visualization, like the Veras. Maybe you know that. Like if you go to the Veras, it's creating from your, for example, Revit, from your Revit model. Some, as you can see, generative different models. You also the writing some your ideas here, as you can see on the right side. You just writing your ideas, and he changing of part of your images or all your image. It's changing. So, but actually, this AI, it means you can creating the visual content. From the my side, you creating your own tool. Why not? You can use this AI. It's just example for you guys.
Yes, this is also really interesting field. All the visualization topics. There are a lot of tools that are also lets you edit some images, just draw some region and say I want to have something in that particular area and to change it really fast, and the results are stunning. So yeah, there's a bright future, I believe, in this field. Okay, maybe we'll have some more questions if somebody has anything. Okay, there is another question. You could check it in the
Uh-huh.
chat now.
Most useful, which is area of most useful and client side, I can say. Because client should calculate everything, and everything for them it's money. So the client side in our industry, it's number one with the using the AI. Not construction, not engineer, not architecture, only the right now. I mean, only the our clients, because for them the time it's money, and that's why they're trying to calculate even if you don't have anything in some stage. For example, you can find a lot of the different new programs for even the Autodesk, which is called, if I'm not mistaken, Forma, Autodesk Forma, which was called Space Maker. This thing actually you can create your concept without concept, but you in that stage already can calculate everything. It's really crazy, but this is our reality. The client have more powerful things than the who creating the project. So
Yes, yeah, very interesting times.
again, this is just my opinion. I maybe I'm right, right, maybe not.
For sure, it is subjective. We could understand that, but that's why it's important to have this conversation and discussions uh, to let everybody know the opportunities that are presented right now, and uh, everybody to be able to get access to the right tool.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So, guys, any questions more?
I think
You think
there
no, right?
aren't any questions. No, I see that in the chat. The people are uh, thanking you for the interesting presentation. So I think anybody who has further questions could reach you via LinkedIn or
Yeah.
other channel. We will share again a recording of this session, and also some of the useful links that you shared during your presentation. So everybody who has registered for the webinar will have access to this information. And yeah, thank you again for your really interesting presentation to this uh, very interesting topic. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. So, guys, bye bye. And I think you will learn something from this presentation.
Oh yeah, a lot of things. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye all.